Hello friends, my name is Mosh Bhateja and I came back with another video. So, ever since I got my point 1 merit certificate from CBSE, a lot of people told me to make a video on motivation and how the hell did I got such good marks. So, here's what all of you have been waiting for. So, I have taken some of the most frequently asked questions, and the first among them is, why do we need to study? That's a pretty good question. So let me ask something from you first. Why are you here on earth, living and breathing? Do you know the answer? I know some of you would say to earn lots and lots of money and be happy. But believe me, my friends, that's not the case. We are here on earth, living and breathing just to gain experience and nothing else. This is the very cause for the evolution. Think about it. If the primitive cell would not have stored their experiences and did not did evolution, then how the hell you would have been born? You all must have thought about becoming this or that in your childhood. Why? Because it is simple human tendency to gain experience and knowledge from surrounding from the very first day of your birth. We all want to explore the world and go to other countries. Why? Simply because you want to gain experience. So, where the hell was I? Why do we need to study? Because it simply helps us gain experience. Believe me, my friend, there is no amount of money that can quench your thirst, but only experience can. So, do not let your life to be wasted. I know the days are numbered as well as short. So, utilize the nights and do late night studies. Once you fully understand this concept of gaining information and knowledge, you will know that a 4-hour sleep is enough and you would want to make the most out of your day. Yeah, I know that it's easy said than done. Phew. Always think of yourself as if you know less than the person standing beside you. This will help you to gain more and more knowledge from him. And the day you understand this, you will know that why do you study. So the next question is, what to study? It's easy. You can simply study anything because all the subjects help your mind to develop and help you to gain experience. Whether it is economics, accounts, psychology, maths, science, or even social science or history. In fact, why to study only one subject? Why not all of them? But I think you should start with science. You know why? Because its primary focus is to help us gain experience, and above all, if you understand what science wants to teach you, you can simply excel in any field. So next time you sit to study, just think of it as an opportunity to gain experience and knowledge than to compete for marks. Competition is really good, but only in positive way, because if you think yourself as the best, then there's no need to study and gain experience. Competition is the only thing that drives you to be the perfect, to be the best, and once you achieve this perfection, just increase the scope of your competition and try to be better and better. Everybody wants to be the topper, but if you do not put in hard work, you can't achieve anything. Believe me, because everyone isn't as lucky as Aladdin, like you. Like one day you find a lamp, you rub it and just wish it, and poof, magic. No, everything requires time and hard work. You know, Albert Einstein once quoted, the only source of knowledge is experience. And believe me, no one is born intelligent. Not even Einstein, man. It requires patience and hard work and the desire to study to be intelligent. You can master all the field in the world, but for that, you need to be focused and fully determined. So, probably I should stop here and take up another question, which is how to not get demotivated. So, let me ask you, why do you get demotivated? Simply because you were not able to achieve the success in time. As I mentioned before, you can achieve success in any field, it just requires time and hard work. So don't be disheartened. Just lower the scope of your competition for some time and revise the basic concepts and try again and try harder. You know why schools take up these exams? Only to help you check that whether the plan you took that year was correct or not. If you were wrong, you would get it because your marks would reflect it, and then you can just stop and think on how to amend it and change the course of action you were taking that year. But to do that, you need a great mentor, a teacher, or role model. Here's a trick: don't just roam around and listen to everybody. You will end up pretty badly, believe me. Just listen to only one and let him completely guide you. Believe me, with all your faith, follow him and do as he say to you. Wait until your exams are over, see your result, and if you did get good marks, you would know that he gave you good strategy. But if you do not get good result, see whether you did less hard work or was it your mentor's fault that his strategy was not as good. Then simply change your mentor and don't get depressed. Do this until you find the best, the most experienced teacher, like I found mine, Sunil sir. A great teacher does not just teach you the school subjects but also the lessons of life. And if your teacher wants to lift you up and helps you to be the best in all respect, then Congo, you just hit the bullseye. You got the right teacher. The next question is, what friend circle should you choose? Actually, you should be friends with all, from the topper of your class to the weakest child of your class, because this is what will be going to help you. This will help you to know different perspective and gain different type of experience. But there are some other criteria also, I know, and I think you are smart enough to know what's best for you. The next question is, which subject to opt for? In my opinion, as I said before, you should opt for each and every subject, as each subject has a perspective of its own and contain major lessons of life. But you should not opt all the subjects altogether. Go for them one by one. First excel in one field and then move to another, because all of you may have heard that the one who chases two rabbits will catch neither. Even I have never heard of that before, but yeah, it stands true. Because if you ever need to be a witful person, you will need to study all the subjects one by one. Of course, it feels good and satisfied when you know everything. Like one day, me and my friends went to a halwai, and then one of my friends asked me about why they have put their cylinder in the drum with hot water. I knew because I have taken science. It was done simply because when the cylinder is just about to finish, the gas pressure reduces. But when we put that cylinder in hot water, the particles get excited and the pressure increases. And at that moment, I felt good because I feel like I know how the world works and I have some knowledge more than the others. So the next and the best question I think is how important giving paper is. This is really a great question. The most important thing before giving an exam is the ability to do a paper in time, because time is the foremost important thing while giving an exam. Even more important than having all the answers to the question, because if you didn't your paper in time, you will get the time to revise each and every question again and again. And God knows you get the answer of the questions you weren't able to do before, because no one knows when your mind will strike. I got 100% in maths due to this very trick. I completed my board exam in 1.5 hours before the schedule, and I revised the paper 3 times, and believe it or not, I found out dozens of mistakes in it, and I was able to rectify all within the time. And here I am today with point 1 merit certificate. Giving paper not only helps you to get an idea about your mistakes but also boosts your confidence, because while giving paper, the ability to switch between concepts is the key factor, and giving paper helps you to get a control over it and embrace this ability of yours. Believe me, I have seen people with great knowledge who could not just score good in exams because they had not practiced it. So start giving a paper every day, a month before your exams start. Then the last important thing that you should know is that you should be positive throughout your academic year, because I know that we can't just get rid of depression, it comes again and again, but you can fight it by just being happy. Because no one knows, like one day you are happy and the other day you feel helpless. So try to be happy at even small things. Like I feel happy if I ever say a dialogue of my favorite movie or a web series. And to be happy, you can just do one thing. Throw a party whenever you achieve something because this would increase the positivity both inside and outside of you. So I end here. Sayonara, Sat Sri Akal.
So let's join Sunil classes, where dreams come true.